Donald J. Trump is the only head of state in the entire world who is sympathetic to the nation of Israel at this moment in time. And he happens to be the head of state of the world's superpower. If I was in the cabinet of the Israeli government, I might not be attacking the only powerful ally that I have anywhere left in the entire world.
The relations are not quite as they appear, and we have many, many friends. And I have to tell you, we also take care of our friends, especially the Christians in the Middle East. The Christian villages in Lebanon.
Netanyahu rejects Vance's claim that the United States is Israel's only powerful ally in the world. Bibi fires back as US-Israel ties face fresh strain following sharp differences after the Iran war. Snubbing Vance's remarks, the Israeli Prime Minister names India among Israel's closest and most reliable friends. Netanyahu cites New Delhi as one of Israel's key strategic partners with deep and expanding bilateral ties. Bibi says world leaders continue to seek Israel's military expertise, advanced technology, and artificial intelligence capabilities. Vance and Netanyahu appear at odds as disagreements over Lebanon add fresh pressure to the US-Israel alliance.
Yeah, well, I don't want to get into hypotheticals that could torpedo the deal, because I think the president's expectation is that all of our friends, the Israelis, the Arabs in the region, we're going to work together and actually see this deal to completion. Now, I saw the Axios report, that Netanyahu is fuming. That's not reflective of the conversations that I've had with him, but maybe he's saying something to somebody else that he's not saying to me. What I will say, and this does bother me, is that you've seen people within Bibi's cabinet who have come out and attacked the deal, and in some ways very personally attacked the President of the United States. And I guess my message to them would be twofold. Number one, Donald J. Trump is the only head of state in the entire world who is sympathetic to the nation of Israel at this moment in time. And he happens to be the head of state of the world's superpower. If I was in the cabinet of the Israeli government, I might not be attacking the only powerful ally that I have anywhere left in the entire world. And the second message I would give to some of those cabinet members, Bibi, to his credit, has not gone down this path, but to some of these cabinet members in Israel who are attacking the President of the United States, the other thing that I would say is that over the last 3 months, 2/3 of the defensive weapons that have protected your homeland have been built by American hands and paid for by American tax dollars. The problem for Israel is not Donald J. Trump. And anybody in Israel who thinks their biggest problem is the President of the United States needs to wake up and smell the reality of the situation that country is in. Thank you all.
99% of the time we see eye to eye. But in any family, in any close friendship, there are sometimes differences of opinion, and we discuss them openly. I can tell you in a free spirit, and usually we resolve them too. The relations are not quite as they appear, and we have many, many friends. And I have to tell you, we also take care of our friends, especially the Christians in the Middle East. The Christian villages in Lebanon, some of them have actually asked to be annexed to Israel because we protect them against the Hezbollah fanatics who want to kill them. We're not in a permanent state of war. I myself, with President Trump, we brought forth 4 peace deals. That's what we did. It's the Abraham Accords. And I believe with the weakening of Iran, which has been achieved by our common action, our common military action, I think we're going to get more because countries would like to align with us and to protect their future. It has something to do with frankly, with the social media, with the penetration of social media that has been used and abused by countries, 3 in particular, and they've had, bot farms that push the stuff against America and against Israel, and it focuses on young people and young Americans, and I can't say that I'm not worried about the effect that it has. How do you combat this? It's hard because democratic countries don't have the ability to fight this, this bot war and with the same means. We are accountable. We're transparent. It's not so simple. I don't think there's a rift. America called us the model ally because we're, unlike many of your so-called allies, we actually fight alongside you. Our brave soldiers and your brave soldiers fight shoulder to shoulder. I think America has no greater ally than Israel, and Israel has no greater ally than the United States. Now, let me tell you this. President Trump is the leader of the United States. He does what's good for America. I'm the leader of Israel, the one and only Jewish state. I do what's good for Israel. 99% of the time, we see eye to eye. But in any family, in any close friendship, there are sometimes differences of opinion, and we discuss them openly, I can tell you, in a free spirit, and usually we resolve them too.
Donald Trump said he could meet Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu next week after the NATO summit. Trump told Axios that he and Netanyahu get along very well and said the Israeli leader knows who the boss is. Trump said Netanyahu had requested a meeting at the White House during his upcoming visit to Washington. The meeting would be their first since February, following the joint US-Israeli military strikes against Iran. Trump said he was closely monitoring the funeral ceremonies for Iran's late Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. He claimed Iran was begging to make a deal after the recent US-Israeli military campaign against Tehran. Trump said negotiations were paused during the mourning period and claimed both sides avoided strikes during the funeral. Trump also questioned the public displays of mourning, suggesting the tears seen at Khamenei's funeral maybe were fake. Axios reported, and I quote, Trump claimed the Iranians are begging to make a deal, but said both sides decided to take a week off from the talks until the events around Khamenei's funeral end. In the meantime, he said, neither side will shoot at the other. They are all there. One shot and we can take them all out. But we are not going to do that because then we would have nobody to negotiate with, Trump said. He added that he was surprised to see some Iranians crying at the funeral, saying he thought people hated Khamenei. Maybe it's fake tears, Trump mused. Unquote. Meanwhile, Israeli influencer Hanania Naftali publicly took a swipe at Trump over his comments on Iran. Naftali rejected Trump's claims of showing restraint during Iran's official mourning period after Khamenei's death. He argued that leaders who believe they must be kind to their enemies are unfit to lead a country.